What is going on, guys? It's Reflex here. Where we left off, we had a little bit of a struggle getting to this point, just for the reason that the puzzles and the chest just like didn't want me to move on. Well, we just beat Maleficent for the first time. Now we're about to fight her again.
Do you need some help?
I really like the way they sound with Riku and Ansem both talking at the same time.
Yes.
It sounds so beautiful.
But unlike yours, this Keyblade holds the power to unlock people's hearts. Allow me to demonstrate. Behold! Now, open your heart. Surrender it to the darkness. Become darkness itself!
I still say that's one of the coolest Keyblades that you can't use. The other Keyblade would be, and I'm talking about like with Sora, not in Kingdom Hearts history, but like with Sora, that's one of the Keyblades that you never get to use, as well as Mickey's Keyblade. I really like that, just colorway of the Kingdom Key. But still, my favorite's just the regular Kingdom Key and then Fenrir. Other than that, I mean, I think those are pretty cool in my opinion. I know this boss can be actually kind of difficult, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to be aggressive for the beginning, though, until I need to kind of take a step back. She got a decent amount of health, though. I'm not going to lie. I think this is the... Well, obviously, since it's further in the game, they're going to have more health, but I feel like she got a lot more health than... Like, it was a big-ass jump. Riku only had, like, half this bar. It was, like, 2 bars and a half. She came out with a good old 4. I really like the music though. I feel like every fight, without worrying about the fight, I'm always talking about how the music sounds. No wonder I'm getting hit a lot. But I'm just playing aggressive, honestly. In Kingdom Hearts 2, when I do, if I decide to do critical mode, I'll probably play a little bit more passive. Not too passive though, because obviously I want to entertain. And you can't really entertain if you're sitting on a boss, you know, kind of just waiting for like 5 minutes, because obviously, I mean, not that I care if a boss fights 5 minutes, because obviously when I fight Sephiroth and them, it's going to be at least it could be anywhere from a 10-minute battle, a 20-minute battle, just because I'll be a little bit passive on those, just because they're kind of important. God dang, look at all the tech points I just got. 120? Oh, we're leveling up, and we making quick work with this Maleficent. For some reason, I remember her being a little bit harder, honestly. I know that there's a lot easier way as well to do this. I've seen people use Mushu, I've seen people use Genie, cast Stop, and then just pretty much combo her to death on critical. I've seen a lot of different ways to face her, but to be honest, I didn't expect her to be so simple. Like, we're gonna 2 more combos and we beat her. I don't have Leaf Bracer, so that was kind of painful actually. Donald, please come in clutch, because I'm gonna need you. I ain't gonna play passive though. Oh, now we got this. We got this. Bang. Yeah, there we go. Easy. Oh, it's really simple. That's a good way to start this episode. You know, let's just pretend that bad episode that we had last time did not happen. Alright. So that's the end, huh? That's the end of Maleficent. She never returns in the game. Wink, wink.
How ironic. She was just another puppet after all.
What?
The Heartless were using Maleficent from the beginning. She failed to notice the darkness in her heart eating away at her. A fitting end for such a fool.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie. Ansem, or Riku controlled Ansem, which is pretty much, it's just Ansem. Like, I'm pretty sure Riku's like, at this point, I think Riku is just in a different state. Like, he's not even around at this point. Like, I think after we face him the second time, like, he's legitimately not even there. He's in a realm of darkness with Mickey. At least maybe while we're facing Ansem, but I know he ends up down there, because obviously we see him at the ending cutscene. But this is pretty much just Ansem.
And a Riku body. Look at that.
I ain't gonna spend my time fighting shadows. Alright. Here's the final stretch. Well, not really the final stretch, because after this, then we go back to Traverse Town. Given I beat Riku first try. But I have not fought Riku in a long time. I remember this cutscene got on my nerves because one, it's very, very long. Two, back in the day, see the people that are coming in now, y'all getting the luxury of being able to skip cutscenes. But back in the day, nope, weren't able to skip them. You had to rewatch. If you failed and died, you had to rewatch every single cutscene. So say there was a segment where you had to watch like two 20-minute cutscenes and then you die at the boss. Well, have fun watching those cutscenes again, because back in the day, that's what you needed to do.
You're not Riku.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, that ain't Riku.
The keyhole cannot be completed so long as the last princess of heart still sleeps.
The princess? Kairi's a princess?
Yes. And without her power, the keyhole will remain incomplete. It is time she awakened.
Whoever you are, let Riku go. Give him back his heart.
Nah, B.
But first,
His spirit needs to be away.
must give the princess back her heart.
Just think, if he wasn't with I wonder if Riku wasn't with Mickey, would they have been able to close the door? Would he have been able to do it by himself? Would Mickey been able to do it? I don't know.
It has been there all along. Kairi's heart rests within you.
Kairi's inside me?
Yeah, she's inside you, alright.
I
She's been
know
ramming that
all
shit
that
since the
there is
beginning.
to
I'm just
know.
kidding.
Tell me, who are you?
It is I, Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness.
What a reveal. I really love this cutscene though. He bodies and watch this. Bang. Like, you know you get bodied when he flies, like he punches you so hard, you fly through a barrier.
I shall release
And you
now,
can't even come back
princess.
in. Goofy didn't even make it
The
this far.
keyhole with your power. Open the door. Lead me into everlasting darkness.
There is no way you're taking Kairi's heart. I love this part, because Kairi's heart speaks to him. That's the second time. Oh, I forgot I equipped this Keyblade. I was like, what the hell is that?
There's no way you're taking Kairi's heart.
Like, Sora just, he got his badass points at that moment. He gets a few of those. Oh, shit, he's starting off immediately. I was tapping X the whole time, because I know he starts off, sometimes he starts off extremely aggressive. Dang, this music though. I literally sound like a broken record, but seriously though, y'all hear this music? Like, no wonder people died at certain bosses. Shit, play this music during Dark Souls. Everyone be dying like tons more. So he has a little revenge value when you're extra close. You doing that now? I gotta like learn all his moves because I really don't remember. Oh, okay. So sliding dash is actually pretty dang. Ooh. It's pretty damn effective against him. Because if he doesn't attack and you sliding dash into him, it's automatically going to counter, and then you can do a counter attack immediately. I can't be too close. There we go. And there's enough leniency when I do it so I could actually just back up. Especially with this move. Oh shit, okay, no, not that move. Oh shit. It's not supposed to get hit by the first one. Oh my god. I don't have Leaf Bracer either, so I can't really get too greedy with it. Not having Leaf Bracer is like the worst thing. Like, you can obviously beat Sephiroth without Leaf Bracer, but it's very preferred in my opinion. At least for me. I want to have it. Shit. That's fine if I get hit by a couple. I don't care. I think for that, I probably should. Dang, he keeps spamming that move. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Oh yeah. That's what I had to do. Oh yeah. So I gotta roll just straight back when he does that move, but it always catches me off guard. Well, that time, never mind. Maybe that's. Oh, there we go. Let's get some damage in. There we go. Oh yes. You're dead, son. Oh yeah. Simple. Bang. Easy. 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 I'll let y'all say it in the comment section. But what we making? What are we making? I ain't even gonna say it this time. I'll repeat it to you guys in the comment section for the people that commented down. Like, I feel like I need to make a shirt that legit like has Sora on the front with a, you know, a little Kingdom Hearts style shirt, but then on the front it says we making quick work. I might do that. I might do that for Kingdom Hearts 3. Maybe. Let me know down in the comment section below if you'd wear that shirt. If it was a nice design.
The keyhole's not finished yet.
What can we do?
I'll tell you what you can do. You gotta get Kyriata inside you.
I think you're right.
She been inside you for
Looking
so
your
long.
heart.
Like I said, she been ramming that shit. Oh, I'm just kidding.
But how?
Has the key Blair? Oh my,
Unlock
okay.
people's
Not
hearts.
even gonna do that line now.
Wonder.
I was about to pull the King Triton. I'm not gonna lie, like this whole sequence, like this part didn't really get me emotional. It was like, I don't know, I was hyped when he did this. Because I knew, I was like, nah, this man got hero armor. He ain't dead. But I wasn't sad. I was sad more when Kairi ran up to him. You gonna see. Unlock that shit. Bang. Oh. I guess he doesn't twist it. That would have been too gruesome. Listen to that music though. That's kind of what gets you because it's a happy moment. Even though, like, god dang, hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's crazy though. That after he pretty much inside that Keyblade was all their hearts. And when he extracted Kairi's heart, they all got extracted with him, which is cool. It kind of made it seem like, oh, wait, hold on, I just now realized that. Shouldn't have, I know that probably wouldn't have worked the way it should have, but like Ven's heart's a part of Sora, correct? So because at this point, Aqua already locked Ventus away, so shouldn't have when he used that Keyblade to unlock people's hearts, and he released all those hearts, including Kairi's, shouldn't have Ventus's heart went back to him at this point? Shouldn't he been able to wake up?
Falling
I don't know.
into darkness.
There's probably more to it, but I mean, going by the story, it should have worked. Because the timing should have been perfect. At this point in the story, like, she's walking the realm of darkness, because 0.2 happens at the same time.
Let him go.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyone that actually knows, like, a detailed, I don't want to hear, no, it doesn't work because it doesn't work. No, I want to hear a detailed explanation on why it doesn't work. Or did they just, you know, have a little plot hole that they never exactly fixed? Because they released a whole bunch of hearts, you know, restored Kairi's, restored all the princesses, and Ventus's heart is a part of Sora at this point, so
Impossible.
it's just weird.
You won't use me for this.
Well, technically, he's using himself.
Riku.
He's not your body anymore.
You've got to run. The Heartless are coming.
Riku redeemed himself right there. But yeah, I always kind of wondered that. Just thinking about it now, it even, like, kind of raises the question even more. Like, why wasn't Ventus's heart restored? Like, at this point, his heart should have, like, at least I don't know. There could have been some extra stuff to it. Like, maybe just show an 8th heart coming out, you know? Because obviously they didn't know of Ventus at this point, so they obviously couldn't, they didn't write anything. At this point, they didn't even know Birth by Sleep was going to be a thing, let alone Kingdom Hearts 2. Just for the reason that they didn't know this game was going to work out or not. They had the idea of Kingdom Hearts 2, but they didn't know. This was like a shot in the dark type game. But, you know, if they did know Birth by Sleep, you know, back then, like, if they would have known that this game was going to be great, and they would have thought of Birth by Sleep, I wonder if then they would have maybe made an 8th heart go. Ventus's heart should have been, you know, restored. But obviously at this point, Ventus, no one even knows who Ventus is, because technically Aqua, Terra, Ventus, Xehanort, they all don't exist. Just like, because Nomura didn't think of that at this point. But still, it would have been cool. Because a lot of people were thinking that Nomura had this, like, he's such a wizard, he had all this thought of for such a long time, when in reality that's not true. I mean, Nomura's a smart, genius story writer, I mean, makes very convoluted stories, I might add, but he's a genius when it comes to it. He's good at what he does. But there's no way on earth he thought of all these stories at Kingdom, like at the story of Kingdom Hearts. And he said that in interviews before too. He said that, you know, when I think it was, does he ever connect to certain characters, or kind of when he introduced so many, does he ever forget? And he says, yeah, because sometimes when he makes the story, he pieces it together as he goes along, which is crazy because somehow the story still makes sense even though he pieces it together like kind of from his brain, which is cool though. But I still think somehow if they ever decide to remaster Kingdom Hearts, you know, and like remake it and all that, or just remaster it, include Ventus's heart going back, even though they can't now because that'd just be a retcon, it wouldn't work. But if you guys could, you know, honestly think of a detailed description on why Ventus's heart wasn't restored, because I could be forgetting a specific detail, which if I am, you know, that's fine. Everyone forgets specific details in a game that has so many. Like, there's no one that can recite Kingdom Hearts storyline without getting a couple things wrong, and that's just impossible. Same with Metal Gear. There's other games that have crazy storylines, but I mean, I don't know. Just leave down in the comment section below a detailed description on why Ventus's heart wasn't restored at this point. Because the timelines match up. He should be in Castle Oblivion at the moment in the Chamber of Waking, so he should be asleep. Nah, Donald.
Sora? Is that you?
Girl, you know, you like the new look? You should see the other. Oh, never mind.
This time I'll protect you.
Thanks. Let's see how you do. Where's your Keyblade at? You gonna use it? Girl?
Sora!
Imagine it was just like game over. It's like, dumb bitch. I'm just kidding. Now this part, it didn't get me emotional. It got me emotionally happy. Because it was just cool.
Kairi, thank you. Sora!
She was like, what the heck? The fuck? Man, you know how cool it would have been if she just randomly just busted out, got a Keyblade? Everyone would be confused. But as I said, Birth by Sleep wasn't a thing at the moment. But she's always had that power.
I told you before. I'm not
She just didn't know it.
Bell.
No one knew it until everyone was confused when all of a sudden Kairi was able to wield a Keyblade towards the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. But then it made sense in Birth by Sleep. But they probably could have introduced it a lot earlier if they knew the story of Birth by Sleep at this point. I know I'm sounding crazy too talking about all that, but like it's true though.
Tell me what happened.
I was about to say, like, I was waiting. I was kind of like, I'm curious.
So the darkness is flowing out of that keyhole.
Yep.
No wonder there are more and more Heartless everywhere. The only way to stop them is...
Seal the keyhole, right?
Stop that darkness from leaking
Maybe,
out.
but no one knows what will happen once it's sealed.
Well, we can't just stay here. We have to do something.
True.
I've got a friend back there.
True. Wait, who? Who's your friend,
That's right.
Beast?
You have one more friend to worry about. Riku's
Riku?
Keyblade must have been born of the captive princess's hearts.
Nope, it's quite a bit of
Just
people
like
that's
that
left
keyhole
back
you
there.
saw.
Be specific.
Of course, without Kairi's heart, it remained incomplete. Once that Keyblade was destroyed, the princess's hearts should have been freed. Don't worry, Sora. If anyone can
See,
save
that
my friend,
explains, you know, at that
You
point,
can.
that explains why the princess's hearts got freed, because the Keyblade was destroyed because the hearts were inside the Keyblade. But it still doesn't explain why Ventus's heart wasn't freed as well, because you freed Kairi's heart from your heart. Which, at that point, when he did that, Roxas became a thing. Just in case no one's, because I'm not going to play through Re-Enchanted Memories or 358 over 2 days. So, there's no buddies, which we'll get into that during Kingdom Hearts 2. But when he used that Keyblade to unlock his heart, he was pretty much, he turned into a Heartless. And when you get turned into a Heartless, and nobody is created, and obviously what was created was Roxas. But I still, like, I wish that Ventus's heart would have just got free. But then obviously there wouldn't be this whole thing of how Ventus will awake in Kingdom Hearts 3. But That's crazy. There's so much story, so many theories, but I am curious though. Like I said, I'm gonna keep repeating myself too because I want to see if anyone knows the answer. That way I can read it and try to make sense of it, because I know someone's probably gonna eventually give a detailed explanation, but I feel like also in the explanation there's going to be probably some flaws in it. Wait, whoa, hold on a minute. Isn't Kairi supposed to be over here? That was a little confusing. That's the whole reason I came over here though. This is Dalmatians, 100%. 100%. Okay. You don't have to... Maybe I have to touch this back here? I don't remember. I swore Kairi was supposed to be over here. Maybe I did something wrong. But yeah, like even on YouTube videos I've seen, like, you know, timeline videos. All of them are really great. But then you see in the comment section below, everyone's timeline videos has like one flaw in it that everyone hates. Or just one flaw that's a different flaw. Like everyone has a different flaw. No one can make the perfect timeline video. And I'm curious, when Kingdom Hearts 3 drops and you read Ansem's report or Jiminy's journal and has, you know, fully, like, it has the story probably fully completed and all that, will someone be able to make the perfect timeline video where everything is explained perfectly? No details are left unsaid. No details are kind of inconsistent between the two, you know? I'm just curious if that will happen. What I get? Kiraga, Firearga, Thundara, Mithril Shard. Alright, cool. You know, actually, I mean, okay, since I'm not entirely sure what happened, like why Kairi wasn't there, I think I'll end the episode here. Today was a shorter episode, but I'll end the episode here and we'll resume with me actually having the knowledge of where to go. Alright? But if you guys did enjoy this episode, and don't forget to leave a comment down below on why on earth stuff decided to, or Ventus's heart then decide to be released, you know? I just need to know. And if you don't know, leave down in the comment section that you don't know, you know? I mean, maybe that was just a plot hole that no one knows. Like, it's just inconsistent. Because someone might have a detailed explanation, but it might not make sense. Because, I mean, the way that Keyblade works, that should have happened, but it didn't. And like I said, I could be forgetting a detail. But if you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and you guys know the drill.
I will see you guys later.